All right, it's December and starting off in wall panels, Andrew's showing us a really cool improvement. We've got these railroad rails that we stock in material for the exterior line, but there's a little bit too much friction, so we just use wax now to reduce the friction and reduce that struggle. Awesome improvement, Andrew. So in recent past, we've not done a great job collecting the drops off the linear saws on truss side and reusing those in panels because we didn't have a system. Now we do with these carts, collecting all the drops coming off the robos that we can use in headers and wall panels. Awesome job getting this across the finish line, Corey. At the OSB saw, identified a little bit of a struggle on those rollers, so adjusted the angle just a little bit to make that flow better. And then, like we learned on some of the other stations, got those braces up off the floor so we can sweep under the tables. Great job, Colin. Jumping over to stairs, Jose's showing us he built some additional shelving on the front and back of this chop saw station, making sure that everything has a dedicated spot so you don't have to go looking for it. One of the things I love here is all the spots for his different glues, as well as the safety data sheets associated with all of those products. Really good stuff, Jose. Just premium. Great job. Jumping over to truss side, Davis showing us, man, for as long as we've been making improvements on truss side, there's just still things that you haven't thought of yet. So before, at the linear saws, anytime you're picking something that's not 2x4 number 2, you need paperwork for that. You'd have to walk around to this printer. It was sort of at the station, but you had to waste a bunch of transportation walking around the backside. Now they've moved that printer right to where the operator is at. No more wasted transportation. Great job, everyone involved. This is a wonderful improvement. Another spot where we're saving transportation is moving this chop saw right in front of the floor tables. Instead of having to walk across to the wall to get to that, we moved it right to the work cell. Huge improvement there. They also marked on the saw the measurements so you don't have to pull your tape. I am going to buy one of those fast cap fences to see if I think that might be easier to use than even the marking that we've done. I love that we're using our head, not our wallet there, but I think the fast cap product might lend itself a little bit more to accuracy. But great job, everyone involved. Love getting everything right where you need it, not having to waste transportation. This is a great improvement. Juan at Beasley created a standard location where he can hang his welding helmet, so he's not searching for it anymore. It's not an inconvenient spot. Just hang it on the wall. It was unused space anyway. Great improvement, Juan. You're killing it. Another improvement from Jose in stairs. So we cull our red oak treads, anything that doesn't meet our quality spec, but we rip it down to a starter tread if we can. And so previously, when that happens, they didn't have a dedicated spot for those ripped down treads. So they were just kind of leaning up in a mess. You have to search for the length that you need. And now it's got a dedicated spot by tread length. It's not having to search through anymore. You can just grab what you need. Great job, Jose. Neri doing a similar thing here with his theatricals, using a spot on the wall that was unloved. Now he's got dedicated spots for all his theatricals by length, so he's not having to hunt anything. Great job, Neri. Wilson at Beasley showing us when we have receiving paperwork, once we receive it in the system, we also need to scan it in. We actually scan a copy of the checked off and signed paperwork, both the bill of lading and our PO. But sometimes you can't get to that step immediately, and so we've been carrying that around on our clipboards and trying not to get them wet or lose them, and just created a dedicated spot for that because that was something that was bugging the guys. So now we have a to be scanned spot for anything that's received, that at the end of the day we can scan everything in. Really like this. Really like that we were fixing something that bugged us, identified it as a problem and stopped and fixed it. Great job, Wilson. Another place where we stopped and fixed what bugged us is Antonio in the plant. Was bugged by the sawdust that was coming out of this chipper trailer. It just wasn't sealed properly at the top, so he took some OSB and sealed it up better, hopefully not to create this mess in the future. Awesome job, Antonio. And a quick shout out to Danny Trout, who built these new picnic tables for the guys in Mount Juliet. Danny, you are a true craftsman, and the guys in Mount Juliet appreciate it. Thanks for your help. So a little shorter this week, but a ton of good examples of stop and fix. I love that that's just becoming way more a part of what we do. Is we don't let problems drag on, things that bug us. We stop and fix and get them taken care of. Love seeing that this week. Got a ton of stuff in the hopper for the next video, so look out for that.